Hello, hello, visionary entrepreneurs, life changers. How are you? We are live today. Welcome back to our Momentum Monday. Today is our 108th episode. I know I'm looking a little bit weird, right? Different from my usual. And today, even you can see that my eyes is packed here. I will share with you that story quite soon. And my daughter was telling me, so Mom, maybe today you should take a break. And their dad is also persuading me today you should take a break. But today is our 108th episode. Actually, I'm super excited to share with you this message. What is your true wealth? And you are thinking about, oh, maybe she got hurt and so she has some problem with her eye. So maybe the health or the eyesight is my wealth, right? I will tell more with you. And by the way, let me see. If I put sunglasses, would this be better? I can actually take off this patch and put on sunglasses. And this one is what I got yesterday in the ER, in the emergency. Share a little bit about the emergency experience yesterday, okay? Sunday. Yesterday was Sunday. And by the way, today is a President's Day, right? It's a holiday. I hope everyone, especially people in the U.S., celebrating President's Day. I hope this is a day you're celebrating for what? Not just for presidency, but also for great leadership, hopefully, right? So pray for that. And today, and let me share a little bit more about yesterday. Sunday, I usually to go to play badminton with friends, a few friends. I sent my daughter there. She has her class with youth classes, badminton class. It's in Long Island Badminton Center. I play with friends. Normally it's around 1.5 hours or maybe 2 hours. We've been practicing for a few months. Yesterday, unfortunately, my team member, right, it's a like a male team member. So they play, of course, much better than us and with more strength. And just by accident, I was looking back to one ball and he hit, and my partner, right, so we were played double. That ball exactly hit my right eye immediately. Gosh, it's such a I do not want to re-experience that, right? It's just like, oh my God, I thought my whole eyeball was exploded, and super painful. And I was like right away, I almost like crawled on the ground, just sit down like how to say, like crawled on the ground. I felt like my eyes started to have a super pain and also tears, everything get down. Anyway, so after a few minutes, then after quite a few minutes, maybe around, let me see, 6 or 10, around that minutes, I felt that pain passed, that like extremely pain passed. I can barely like open my eyes, but then guess what? It's all like white, or people call curtain. It's like nothing. I could not see anything. My right eye was totally blind. In my heart, a little bit scared, but I was quite calm. Very, very interesting. Okay, anyway, I was calm, and I just told my partners, right, they were quite nervous. They said, oh, maybe like after some time you will, like how to say, you will resume your sight. But after 15 minutes, we found some like ice pack. Actually, later I learned that maybe ice pack is not the best way for the eyes. Okay, other part, like body parts, if you get wounded, you get hurt, immediately you want to put the ice pack, right, to stop the swelling and the blood. But for eyes, I just found later from the ER, it's not like maybe the best way. So anyway, it's like you should not touch it at all. Okay. But one decision I made was right. I told them, I think I need to go to hospital after around 20 minutes, right? I think I need to go to hospital because it's like totally blind still after 20 minutes. So I told my daughter where I'm going, and so asked one partner, my guilty partner, right? The player, asked him to send me. He can drive the car. I could not drive the car now. Send me to the hospital, and I choose the hospital. My daughter used to had her like appendix, about that the surgery of her appendix, remove the appendix. I remember that kind of hospital. Their service is very good. Their doctors, nurses, everyone is very good. So Fortunately, I made the right decision because that hospital is in Queens, inside of New York City. Initially, we were playing badminton in Long Island, right? It's outside of New York City area. I'm not sure if my insurance could be so well, right, outside of New York City. But anyway, I just asked them to send me to this hospital, a little bit, not very far, 25 minutes. And we went to a yard emergency. By the way, some of my partners said, "Oh, we should call 911 to send you." I said, "Oh no, I can walk. I can walk." So I was quite peaceful and calm, even though I totally could not say anything. Right, I was quite peaceful and calm down. I just said, "I think and somebody can drive my car and go send me to that hospital." Right, so everything then arranged. I went to the yard and stayed there totally over 4 hours. Total 4 hours. During the 4 hours, I could not say anything. My eye was still totally blind, just white curtain. So they had emergency doctor. They had then they called the eye doctor in, but it's a generic eye doctor in. But anyway, they checked me. The nurses gave me they checked my blood pressure and also get me some blood for the tests. So they did their work. But then during that time, those 4 hours, the friend could not get in. He did not stay there so long time. I asked him to go home. I say, "It's okay. I will stay here. I will call kid's dad to pick me up later." I just asked him to park my car in a place it will not get fined. Fortunately, today is President's Day, so my car is still somewhere near the hospital. Hopefully later today I could go there to pick it up. So I could not drive, right? And I asked my friends to go back home. So eventually he left, and of course I'm so appreciate that they still care about me, and today is still inquiring me about my situation, how is everything going on. So I told him it's not your fault, it's just an accident. So I asked him, so go home to take good care of yourself, like that. All right. So the experience was during those 4 hours, but the majority of the time you were just staying by yourself. Because the friends or anyone visit you, right? They are not allowed to come in. Even the kids' dad, and with kids, they brought dinner, want to send to me because we get to hospital around 5 o'clock, and after 7, they want to send me some food for dinner. So I asked them to go home. So it's just we were in some tests, right? Some eye tests as well. I did not want to bring some trouble, so I just asked them to go home so I couldn't eat later. So everything till finished by around after 9 o'clock, and get a prescription, get the eye drops, and test eyes, and I also get a CAT. They call it CAT, CAT, the scan of my brain, my eyes, to say the blood, because they could not see it's a very swollen. They want to say where is the blood. They also use the ultrasound, the eye doctor ultrasound, to test if the blood is in. So I'm not telling here all this kind of story to give you the experience, right? To say if in the future you may meet this kind of situation. But anyway, the 4 hours I was majority time staying there, let's say at least around around 3 hours, maybe not really anybody's with you, right? Totally around 3 hours. And let's say it's like you have to wait for you have to wait for some other emergency situations. All the doctors and nurses, they were working on other patients, right? I was most of the time just patiently wait there by myself, doing nothing, cannot do anything. So the only thing is working, because my eyes, one eye is I could not say anything, right? So the majority of the time I was open one eye, another eye is just closed, because it's afraid of light and get tears. Even now, today, I still get tears. And by the way, good news is today I regained maybe 10%, around 10% sight. Everything is still I can see through those holes, right, little holes, how much I can see a little bit, and I need some eye drops. Those 3 hours by myself, the only thing working is here, because by the way, they gave me a bed, right? So I was sitting on the bed, and sometimes they move me to those a cat place or to do the test. So I was there. I was not asked to allowed to move around, right? And except to go to bathroom. And barely can say anything. There's nothing for me to say. There's no TV, nothing, right? And there's nobody to chat with as well. Everybody's busy. And only thing working is here, between my ears. And Oh, by the way, thank God I still have cell phone, right? I was texting messages to kids that noticed him to pick up my daughter because she was still in badminton center, and arranged that, and then called him many times. Fortunately, eventually he found this message. He saw the message, right? Because he normally there's nothing happened, so he's free for his weekend. And now there's some urgency. I called him in, and thank God. So finally, my daughter, even though he's late, but at least he picked my daughter. So I was thinking about my daughter, and then was updating those three partners, telling them my updates, my situation, and also arranged where my car to be parked and getting my car key, everything like arranged. And then the rest time is by myself. And I was praying, actually. I would admit that I was praying. I was not in panic, even though it's like totally this eyes blind for, let me see, totally before last night, before I went to sleep, around 7 or 8 hours, I was totally blind. White curtain, nothing. I could not see anything. Maybe just like far away the light source. I could see a little bit light source there, but nothing. Okay, the doctor moved their fingers, say how many, can you see my fingers moving? Okay, eventually after 5 hours, maybe 5 6 hours, I said, let me say 4, no, not 5 hours, around there 4 hours, right? Like 3 or 4 hours, I can see they are left and right or up and down moving, but it's just that I could not see how many fingers are moving. Okay, so that kind of a thing. Today is 10%, barely, so everything is still blur, very blur. So my mind was doing what? Was doing prayers. Thank God, I was talking to God. Thank God. And at the same time, I was quite calm. All the appreciation, I appreciate doctors, nurses. Sunday time, right? And that's only one Sunday I visited them. I've not visited ER for how many years? Well, I could not imagine. Dozens of years already, like over at least over 10 years. I never visited an ER anyway. So they are working there every day. Imagine that. And so many different kind of emergency, like mine emergency, other people fully lie down, people could not even walk, or like a bloody situation, or this kind of car accident. You can imagine, right? All this kind of thing. All these doctors and nurses are working long time every day. So it's super grateful during that time. And also especially for my eyesight as well. I was thinking that, wow, now I lost one eyesight. I can totally feel like how important, but thank God I still have another eye, can see something. Can I imagine like without any eyesight, right? Too, if both those blinded people, both eyesight if it's gone, all those deaf people, if they could not hear anything, I could not really imagine that kind of life, like how hard some people live their life, right? So that time I resonated and also like connected so much with those people, with all those people around me, and suffering from the physical conditions, the health conditions, right? I was so thankful as God, my God, I still have one eye, and thank God we've been taking granted for our eyesight for a long time, right? For any of our health part, right? Like our senses, our smelling, our hearing, our eyesight, our tasting, all this kind of thing, right? Oh, by the way, during pandemic, during the COVID, I got COVID, and for whole 1 week I lost my taste, right? So all those things, like normally, like fundamental things we took granted already, it's just like air, right? Or water. We think it's like it's there just for us. We even think about them. So during that time, I especially was so grateful for my eyesight. Maybe you will think that today the topic is about true wealth. Maybe you will think that true wealth is health. Actually, it's not. It's not yet. Okay, true wealth, of course, include. Okay, I would say include our health. But for that kind of situation, either it's by whatever accident. Okay, for me it's like a later accident, but for some people it's like they were born with maybe disability. So when those things out of your control, I did not invite that birdie, right? Hit my eyeball. When things are out of our control, when complete health is not in our control, what is our true wealth? It's just like when everything's taken away, like from you. Now I'm still thinking that here, okay, here, what I was doing, I was thinking positively, thinking about appreciation. I was praying. I was connecting with my creator. I don't know your belief, right? It's fine. you do not have any kind of a, maybe like whatever you call like a either religion or spirituality or faith, whatever you call. I had my faith is in God. I have my spirituality. It's not any kind of religion. I call myself spiritual but not religious. So during that time, I was super grateful that I have God to talk with. Because all these kind of nurses and doctors, they were occupied. They were super busy, right? I could not even see them passing me around. I was just by myself, close to that, like they call trauma department. It's like emergency one department of that. I was there, close to the door. Nobody's around me. I was just by myself. Only God I was talking with, or whatever you believe in. Okay, something greater than you. I was so super grateful, and I was so calmly communicated with my partners, my sports car partners, and also my family, and let them know it's okay, I'm here. And I was not in panic. I was not crying. I was not like a whatever. It's just like a I was not like a helpless, right? I was not like crying for doctor, nurses, help me, please. How I was blind, I could not say anything, something like that. I could not imagine like that day. Yesterday, I was also realized how through the 14 years of growth, self-growth, right? All these kind of challenges, obstacles, and darkness I went through. All those things created me. And yesterday, even in that time, over 8 hours of total blindness of one eye, I was calmly handle everything. That's all those, like all the things happened before. Initially, many things we could not understand. We complained God, right? I even complained God. I blamed God. Why you forgot me? How could you let this kind of thing happen to me? All those things. Yesterday, I did not blame anybody. I did not even blame God. Like for other people, like you would say, oh, you pretend to be polite. You did not blame them, right? I did not blame my partner who even hurt my right. I don't know why the birdies flow like so low and hit my eye, but I did not blame him at all. Even did not think about to blame him. And I did not even blame my God, because normally I release all my negativity to my God. I did not even blame my God. So it was amazing when I thinking that all the journey, right, I went through. And previous to many years ago, I was still blaming God. I'm cursing him. I'm like just like tantrum. I had a tantrum with my father, right, with my heavenly Father. It's like that kind of way. But now I was calmly deal with everything. I just had that kind of a confidence and a belief, even though I don't know. Even now, my situation, I still, after this video, I need to go to Manhattan to visit eye doctor. I don't know what's the result. They say after this situation maybe last weeks for the blood in the eyeball, right, to be absorbed by your body. If eventually some blood could still not be fully absorbed, will impact your eyesight. They said we may need a surgery. So everything's still not clear yet. I don't know what's the eventual result, but I just have that kind of a faith in God. I was not in panic. I just trusted Him, whatever the results, right? And I was very calm. And when they test my blood, they said, "Wow, it's very good blood pressure." I was not in panic at all. So I would thank God and also thank myself as well. Through all these years, I never quit developing myself. There was one time, years ago, after my marriage and love crisis, I tried to give up my life because that's super, super painful. It's my only love. Today, it's still my only love, right? In addition to my God's love, I mean my personal love, it's still my only love. I was so devastated, I almost killed myself on a railroad station, on the tracks. Okay, that's another story. But so all these years, even though I could not fully understand why it's happening to me, and then I understood all these things happened. They said for the purpose, right? For the purpose, everything has a purpose for me to become today this person. And but also, like I mentioned, like everything's not happened. It's not happened to you, but it's happened for you. But also, I would say that as it's happened by you. It's happened by you. Like the things will happen by us. For example, yesterday, how I calmly deal with this kind of situation. I lost my sight for totally hours. I will still calmly deal with everyone, deal with this situation, arrange everything well. I was super proud of myself that I, step by step, also create myself through what? Through all these years, 14 years, everyday learning. And yesterday, last night, I was quite so uncomfortable because two eyesight, this one right side still not, I did not really get any sight, but I was still on this challenge. You see that? I was still on this 365 days challenge, reading challenge, abundance reading every day, live on my Instagram from my cell phone. So I still went live, even though I felt very sick. I feel like I even want to vomit. I feel like very uncomfortable. I still insisted to attend that, to just accomplish my yesterday's challenges was day 50. Yesterday was day 50, so I was having this transition from the book Unshakeable. We finished reading this one, reading 20 a few days. And now we are getting to this new book, Think and Grow Rich, right? So I actually did not plan for this one initially. But then because I was attending a financial event, it called Elite Training, and they recommended us to read this book. And this book I already finished reading. And now I want to read again. I think of many of our audience, you did not read this. So I want to guide this reading. And for me to read this again as well. And it's just by coincidence, you see. This one, even though it's keep talking about how to become rich, right? Become like a materialist rich. But actually in this book almost become like one of the, like a Bible, right? For personal development, personal growth, for anyone who wants to be successful in life and also in their business, in their finance. This one shared the majority time is about the mindset. 13, let's say how they call that. They call 13 most important ways, right? Or like approaches or whatever you can call principles as well. How you can get a thinking way to think and grow rich, okay? All about your mind, how you can get rich. So I was transited from this book to this book, even though I just read one introduction and also just one page because I was feeling so sick. But I finished that yesterday's challenge. At least we get into this new book. And so it's like every day keep learning, keep improving myself, and keep challenging myself. Like today, for me, I will go to the doctor's quite soon, and I was under some time pressure and also my eyes not feeling very well, and especially if I have any kind of a complaint. Yesterday I was joking with the nurse who is putting this patch on my eyes. So I told her, I said, oh, now I'm a pirate. Actually, now I feel like I'm a robot, right? I said, do you have some better mask to make me look cooler? I was joking with her. And I was thinking like a Caribbean parrot, right? I was like a parrot. I was imagining some like a black patch, make me cooler, but not. They gave me this one, but it's good, right? Because it's metal, so nothing can. If something hit it by accident, will not immediately get in my eye. Maybe I should wear this for my badminton in the future. I was thinking. I told my partner. I was also joking with them. I say the best learning lesson from this experience is, in the future, if I play with a very like an excellent partner on the spots, I need to wear a goggle. I was applause that he's excellent, but he's very strengthful as well. Unfortunately, just got my eye. Okay, so even not a health, right? Like I mentioned, even not, of course, through pandemic, through the 3 years of pandemic, everyone would say that health is the number one wealth. Health is your number one wealth. Yes, health is super important for us to like really is also part of our very important wealth as well. If you have health, really appreciate that, really thank God for it, right? Thank whatever you would like thank. It's like thank your parents as well. And if you have a good health, it's definitely important for us to pay great attention to our health. Okay, so and at the same time, I would say that when the situation, when whatever like your health is out of your control, right? It's not like full health. Of course, you will do whatever. We encourage everybody to do whatever you can to improve your health. And like I actually personally am a fan of health and also like Chinese traditional way of health and also like other whatever like way, if it's natural holistic way to improve our health, I'm a fan on that. Okay, and sometimes I even buy from online some courses to learn by myself how to improve our health. So I'm definitely a fan for health and holistic health and natural, how to get a natural way to become health. But health is not the only number one wealth, right? When your health is not fully in your control, like my this situation is like a it's like a blindness of one eye accident. Other times could be like I used to struggle with fibroids on my womb, and the doctors even asked me to get rid of my womb, right? Because after I gave a birth to babies, then they said it's useless. To them, maybe useless from how to say, from a medical kind of a perspective, but for me, it's what I'm grateful. I'm grateful for my womb as part of me as a woman, right? And that gave me the opportunity to give birth to two kids, and that's definitely one part of what I appreciate so much. And I insist that I will not get surgery to get rid of it. So I focus more on the natural ways to heal it, and all this my abundance meditation, my healing, and heal it. And now I do not need a surgery now, right? It's just a miracle. I healed myself, and so I'm not encouraging you to not listen to your doctor, but it's definitely you need to take a more proactive way to do more research and to take more like a control in your own hands, in your like as much as possible. Okay, do not just blind follow even professionals. Okay, but you need to take all this kind of information risks into your calculation. And but the most important way is just to take good care of yourself. Okay, and this part I still need to improve, including go to sleep earlier. That's definitely one most important challenge to me. And because like now I have to take good care two kids and everything, like house chores majority time me, and I sleep quite late. But still, like as an excuse, I can still try to like reduce my other time browse on internet, right, and get to sleep earlier. And so that's a health part. It's definitely part of our wealth. But what really is like also other people will call what is wealth, right? Wealth, of course, when you think about wealth, it's about money, about the finance. And definitely this part is super important as well. And we need the money. Otherwise, I do not want to be poor. I'm struggling every day for materials, for money, right? Everyone wants that kind of like a money freedom. This is super important for us as well. So at the same time, for all this a few years, that's what I want to ask you. What is your true wealth, right? I'm sharing with you one by one, okay? And but what are you doing? This is most important. You know something is like a wealth, but what are you doing to increase your wealth, to become abundant in different aspect of your life? For example, I've already talked about health, right? Definitely that's one of our most important wealth, health, okay? And then the second, the finance, the money. The money part is really important. You need to have money to live well in this world. And more importantly, I need to have money to help to do things meaningful, to help other people. So money, if it's in the good people's hands, in those like philanthropist hands, it can do many good things for this world, right? Like Tony Robbins, they cooperate with Feed America, and he's now close to feeding 1 billion people. And Bill Gates, right? All those great ones, they contribute so much to this, like to African countries, to the whole world, like medical innovations, and also the advance of whole human beings. So it's very important the money, okay? For and then now for those years, for this quite a few, let's say over 4 or 5 years, I've been learn associated with a financial like a brokerage company and a platform to develop like a financial business. That's my side hustle. It's initially I did not think I will in addition to coaching I will ever have any side hustle. But till I listen to them, I understand. Even though with me with a like executive MBA background in international finance, I worked in a corporate for performance management as a director, managing over 120 countries finance. I still find when it comes to my personal, my family finance management, I was so like almost like blank. I don't know where to like focus, what kind of solutions it's good, right? I consulted some banks, like private client advisor. I still did not get it. But till I attended a webinar with this company, this platform, those teachers and also mentors share the information and knowledge. I feel like wow, now I get it, and this makes so totally sense, and it's so easy for normal families to get it, and so many families, including my family, right, need this kind of help. So that I started. So since then, I started to become their clients and also their like their students. I want to learn more in this area. At the same time, become their partner as well, because I want to help more families to also be helped. Majority like a middle class families, they have something they use their hard work to earn some money, but they don't know what's the best way to protect themselves, what's the best way to prepare for their like retirement, for their kids education, for their like let's say for long-term care, and how to save taxes, all these kind of things. It's almost like a blank for most people, right? The only thing they know is just like a buy real estate, because they can see this estate, they can touch it. It's like a physical, right? It's like feel like more like how to say more confidence or more peace of mind. Or a lot of ways people just invest in the stocks, ups and downs, all those kind of risks, right? And some people maybe making some money, but some other years, recession time or whatever, you can lose money. Majority time, people like average it over long term, their return, majority people is just around 3 or 4%, and after tax, nothing. Some of them maybe even lose money, but people don't know this. Okay, so I just feel like this is super important for us to spread this kind of knowledge. And that's why I'm in this business and become a partner with them, and also at the same time develop my team, develop my business partners to develop this business together, so we can impact more families. And that's why I also want to share some knowledge after today. By the way, I can share with you some like this Thursday we could have the live event to focus specifically on the wealth part, okay, on the money, finance, wealth, and the financial freedom part, on the entrepreneurship part. That's our this week's topic. But now for today's, what's the true wealth? So we talked about the health, now we're talking about the finance, the money part, right? Both of them are super important as well. But that's not all. What's the true wealth? And some people may say legacy or whatever you create in this world. Oh, definitely, that's what I want as well. And some other people will say freedom. Freedom means what? Like your time freedom, your wealth, like your money freedom as well. Definitely, that's what your wealth as well. We want all of them. But now get back to yesterday, my experience when I had nothing to do. I could not do anything. When one eye was still totally blind. All with me was here, everything here, okay? Everything here. And your mindset, like Tony Robbins said, your appreciation, your gratitude. When the things the most challenging time, if you can still calmly be grateful for things that worth be grateful, right? I was grateful for my God, my creator. I was grateful for my family, for kids' dad, even though he like years ago almost like he left me. I was grateful that he could go to pick up kids, arrange their dinner, and then he could come to pick me up. I was grateful for my partners, even though his ball hit my eyes, but he sent me to the hospital, right? And other partners were like inquiring me on our like texts. I was grateful, and then grateful for all the doctors and the nurses, the hospital, everybody. I was grateful for everybody. And now today I'm grateful for you if you are watching this live video, even live or replay. If you are watching it, if you get this inspiration, I'm grateful. Because that we are here as a oneness, we are connected. I'm grateful that here I could contribute my 1 or 2 cents to bring other inspirations and maybe some empowerment to you. I feel that kind of I could contribute, the contribution part, the values part, I could contribute. I feel so grateful, and so grateful that I can do what I love to do as a coach, to empower visionary entrepreneurs, life changers, to become the best of you and to stand out in your market, to become confident expert and thought leader in your ideal niche, to impact many more lives. I'm so grateful that I'm contributing a little bit here in this part to enable to empower other leaders to transform more lives. I'm super grateful. So I'm grateful today I could be here to give you this message. And by the way, I'm also grateful later after this, I will go to Manhattan. This doctor, let me share with you, this doctor even gave me a special treatment. She's today going to Manhattan office just for me. I'm super grateful that when you are grateful, more grateful things will come to your life. So So thank God, everything go to God, right? So to our oneness, to this universe, to whatever this energy, like you can call universal intelligence, whatever this kind of power beyond us, this kind of energy, right? Connect us together as oneness, and help us to help each other, and really the positive energy. And by the way, we will read more, right? That's how you improve your mindset as well, from your life experience, but also from your daily, everyday learning, from mentors, from masters, from great books, from like great videos, all these kind of resources, right? We learn from life itself, from our journey itself, and also from those great teachers ahead of us. So we will keep reading this on our Instagram. By the way, you can find my Instagram link or connection from my profile. So definitely every day keep improving yourself, and this is our fundamental, our true wealth, our not just mindset, I would say, including our spirit. Spiritually, this spirituality is really supporting me. So not just thinking positively, this kind of a spirituality, this kind of a faith together with my mindset. I know many people may say like a mindset, even Tony said gratitude, that's definitely is a true one part of our true wealth. And but even beyond that, I would say I want to introduce this spirituality part is like our faith. Because when you have that faith, you will not have that panic, because you know that your creator, whatever you call, right, your universal intelligence, the universe, the energy, whatever, the superpower, whatever, it's with you. When you have that faith, you will not feel alone when you are staying by yourself. Yesterday, over 3 hours, I was by myself without saying anything from this eye, over hours and hours. And because I have my God, you can have your own God, okay? However you would like to define your God, I could have that conversation. I have that to my mind, not just my mindset through all this kind of learning, right? Of course, through the learning I get my mindset, but also through that kind of faith. That's the most important power. That faith will feed your mind power as well. So together, okay, your mindset and your faith together, it's like make you invincible in whatever kind of a situation, even though you are totally struggling by yourself, in whatever kind of a darkness, you will win, okay? You will win this battle of life. And drink some water. The doctor asked me I should not have all this kind of any kind of a movement to stimulate my eyes, including like she asked me to sit in sleep. I was like last night, the whole night I was like sitting there, sleep on my bed, to keep the like blood downward, instead of like if I lie down, all the blood will come back to my eyeball, right? So I don't know how many days I have to like sit and sleep. It's not very easy, okay? I wake up quite many times during the night time to adjust my posture, but I have to keep my head straight almost, even though I have something fall on the ground. I should not bend my head to pick it up. Even though I bend my body, I should keep my head straight like this way. Okay, so it's not very easy, but I'm so thankful. Okay, this kind of faith, this kind of mindset, everything you need to keep learning and keep practicing and keep creating yourself in this way. All right, so that's this true wealth I want to share with you. And most importantly, it's what the question is, what you are doing to increase your wealth, the true wealth. And for me now, I've been doing like a learning from all the resources, from great mentors, from great role models, from great books, right? And every day also do the meditation. Do the great meditation, like my abundance meditation, healing. If you want to learn more, I can inquire. And also for the finance part, I'm associated with the brokerage partner, and I'm learning every day. I've never missed their meetings, their trainings, and their events, live events, online events, and all these years I've been keep learning by myself and also sharing with other people. So I want to share with you as well. So this is a part of our wealth as well, right? Because you want all these kind of components, your health, your wealth, your time, your freedom, everything combined together, and at the same time build your mindset and your faith. All right? So that will be a complete wealth, comprehensive wealth, And of course, at the same time, I'm also working on my love life as well. So, and to give more love and appreciate more love. All right, that's for today. Let's see. Oh, almost 40 minutes, everyone. I hope you get this message, and let's take it. By the way, I will share the link for this Thursday's event. Okay, join us for the wealth, for the financial side of a wealth, and let's build up our wealth, all different aspects. Okay, from health, from our finance, from our mindset, from our faith, and every day build them together from our love as well. Okay. Everyone, I will see you on Thursday. Take good care, okay? Bye-bye. And by the way, I need your prayer as well. Please pray for me. My eyes will fully recover. I don't know how many days, but I pray that as soon as possible, and my body itself could absorb all this blood in my eyeball and do not need to go through surgery. All right. Thank you so much for your prayer for me as well. Everyone, take good care. Have a wonderful Monday and the rest of our week. We'll see you hopefully on Thursday, okay? See you. Bye-bye.